Have you ever wondered if you're really living your life or just following what your parents want for you? Just because you don't want to disappoint them, or even just you don't want to have any hassle, you don't want to disagree with anyone, you don't want to argue, so you're just like, yeah, I'll go with the flow. At an early age of 14, I discovered that I wanted to be an entrepreneur and a YouTuber. At the time, it was YouTube gaming, and also the reason why I wanted to be an entrepreneur was because I was selling sweets, selling them strawberry laces, yeah? I was getting them pennies and them coins thinking I was the man. When it came to being 16 years old, I had to decide whether I wanted to go to college. Not even decide, I think it was more a case of that's what you do, right? Your mum says, right, go to college. You know, you don't really hear about many dropouts apart from if they're like on the streets kind of just causing a nuisance sort of thing. 2 months in of business college, I'm sitting there looking out the window because I'm bored. My teacher would be so annoyed that I was just like, I daydream a lot. I'm just copying from a whiteboard. Nothing is registering in here. I was always struggling with school, and I just knew that, again, I didn't want to do this for the rest of my life. I didn't want the good grades, good job kind of life. I didn't want a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I wanted to do music at the time, but I knew I just didn't want the normal route of the 9 to 5. After a couple weeks or maybe even longer, I built up the courage to ask my mum, could I drop out? I was so nervous that she might be really mad that I wanted to drop out or even be disappointed. Luckily, she said, you can drop out if you have a job. I know in some cases that may not be as easy, but I'm telling you, it's so worth the risk of asking. Because I have never looked back. Don't get me wrong, it's been 2 to 3 years, I believe, since I dropped out of college, and I've gone through countless 9 to 5s trying to find the right one that I can tolerate while doing YouTube now. And I wouldn't change it for the world because I know this is in God's plan. Well, probably not everything, but I know it's shaping me into the man that I want to be, and I'm closer to my dreams. The reason why I tell you all of this is because I want you to answer this question. Are you doing what you want, or just following the path because you don't want to disappoint anyone? You know, just because it's expected. Yeah, my chair goes back. And what? Be jealous. For the longest time, I was kind of just doing what other people expected from me, or just living a life that wasn't true to me. And I don't want you guys to live a lie and you're like 80 years old. You see them videos where it's like 80 years old and they just didn't do anything and they regret their whole life because they didn't go against the grain or they didn't do what they wanted. So if you do want to go to college, you do want to go to university, and you do want to get good grades, good job, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But make sure the reason why you do it isn't because you don't want to disappoint your parents, because you will live a life of regret and you'll be unhappy. As a follower of Christ, we know we shouldn't dishonor our parents. Now, I googled this, so I do apologize if this is wrong. Please comment this down below. But I believe that just because you're disagreeing with your parents doesn't mean you dishonor them. As long as you do it respectfully, your intentions are pure. So if you feel like you want to do something else in regards to your career path, pray on it, ask advice, and see where it takes you. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of the support. It's been crazy. At the minute right now, we're on 80 subscribers and my videos are slowly blowing up. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.